The next technique that we're going to talk about, or tool, is the debt avalanche. So we already talked about the debt snowball. So now let's talk about debt avalanche. And here are the principles. So you list all of your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. You're going to pay all that you can toward the highest interest rate debt first, while making minimum payments on your other debts. Once your highest interest rate debt is paid, take that payment that you've been applying and you apply it to the next highest interest rate debt. And again, you want to post your debt avalanche poster or printout somewhere so that you can see it frequently. All right. So in this particular example, PayPal is my highest. So it's kind of coincidental that in Debt Snowball, PayPal is what I focused on first. In the debt avalanche, PayPal is also the first debt that I focus in on. And the reason why the debt avalanche is that PayPal has a 19% interest rate. So I want to tackle that with my $200 surplus first. Similar to the debt snowball example that I gave you, within 2 months, I've already paid off my PayPal. My second debt is CitiCard. That had a $1,200 balance and it was 12% interest. So I'm going to just hammer away at my CitiCard debt. So I'm going to take the $200 that I was paying towards PayPal, and now I'm throwing it at CitiCard. Then after, it looks like based on my example here, I pay that off in August of 2021. So after I do that, now it's Bank of America. So I'm going to take the money that I was paying towards PayPal, the money that I was paying towards CitiCard, the money that I'm paying towards Bank of America, I'm rolling that all together. And I start on September 2021, I start hammering away at my Bank of America. That's $420 that I'm applying to the Bank of America, because Bank of America is 11% interest. That debt is actually, it ends up being my in terms of my meeting my target date, I still meet my target date of 1 year. That debt is so large that it actually took me all the way to the following March of 2022 to pay it off. In this particular example, I ended up paying the Triangle one. I listed that last because Triangle's interest rate was only 8%. But while I was just making my monthly payments of $50, I paid that off in October of 2021. As soon as I paid that off, though, I was able to take the $50 that I had been applying to Triangle, and then I started hammering, I added that to my other amount for the Bank of America. So by the time I ended up paying off the Triangle credit card, this would have been like around October of 2021. For that following month, November 2021, I had $470 that I could just throw at my Bank of America debt. So it's very similar to the debt snowball in terms of you're paying off one debt and you're applying it to the next one. But the debt avalanche is based on interest rates rather than balances.